We've done our kip swings, we've done our hipster rings, we've drilled our transitions. We're now going to start to practice for some ring muscle up. So when you're going for your first few attempts, if you've got a spotter and they're familiar with knowing how to spot the ring muscle up, that's going to be great. It's going to be a really good assistance for getting your first ring muscle up. If you don't, kind of just go by feel. If you're not feeling super confident, go back to the previous progressions and work back through those. If you're feeling confident and good to go, you're familiar with your positions, you feel like you've got a good strength level and good skill level to give it a crack, start having a go at getting your first ring muscle ups. So there's a few little ways you can approach this. The first one is going through a large kip swing to start and going straight into the repetition. That's kind of like the preferred way to do it because it's going to be more specific to actually getting ring muscle ups. You're not going to do kip swings beforehand. However, if you do feel like you need a few kip swings to start to get the momentum, the positions and the pattern down in the brain, and you're ready to then go for the muscle up, that's fine as well. So if you need to go through a few reps to start, do so. I'm going to demo both. Otherwise, you can jump straight in and go through a rep. Remember, our positions, tight. We're keeping feet together, pointing the toes. Nice big hollow and arch shapes, hips to the rings, and then a fast transition into that catch, and then really trying to get nice and solid in the bottom of that dip position, particularly for the first few ones. The tighter the better. Keep the elbows in, catching in a nice sort of solid dip position, and then either strict dipping it out, or if you've got the momentum and you're familiar with how to do it, you can do the kipping dip. So I'll go through first rep, just jumping straight into it, and then I'll come back down, I'll do a few with the kip swings to start. I've caught, I can either strict dip or I can use that little kip dip, and then to come down, slowly lowering, and I can go back into a few beat swings. So hopefully that got you your first ring muscle up. The alternative, as I said before, would be doing a few little kip swings and then going to the rep, which I'll demonstrate now. And you want to just gradually increase the magnitude. So I'm going to jump up, I'm going to do 3 swings, 1 muscle up, and then I'm going to come back down. Cool. So if you have a spotter, I would suggest them kind of talking you through how they're going to spot you. The best setup is the spotter standing on a box. They lightly just kind of push your upper back over the rings, and they can give a nice little hip boost as well. So one hand kind of like under the butt, the other hand on the upper back, and that's just going to give you the height to get to the rings and then the speed into the transition. In saying that, the main thing there is that you're, once again, it's the same with the actual muscle up, that you're really nice and strong in those bottom positions. You've nailed the catch, so kind of overemphasize that tight position at the top. Otherwise, there is a tendency for arms to sort of flail out the way. So hopefully you get one. If not, keep working through the progressions and you'll be there in no time.